If you watched The Source last week, you would have seen our coverage of the recent Frightmare in the Falls. Another event, a similar event, coming up on December 3rd at Club Heidelberg in St. Catharines. It's the very first Garden City Comic-Con organized by our next guest, Jason Stewart, and his wife, Sara Stewart. And Jason, I've got to refer to you as Jay Stewart. Your fans of your We Got the Geek podcast might not recognize who I'm talking to.
Correct, yeah.
Tell me about We Got the Geek. When did this start, and how did you get into hosting podcasts?
Well, We Got the Geek started in 2013. Previous to that, we were doing online radio shows. So we went off on our own in 2013. Bunch of different friends. Started doing interviews with people and recording things about comic books and movies and TV. Coming up on our 10th anniversary this year, and super stoked to be still doing it, actually.
Jay, what are some of the podcasts, some of your favorite podcasts that you've done over the years?
We've got a lot of podcasts. We just recorded our 800th, so probably my favorite thing we ever recorded on the podcast, we did an interview with Peter Capaldi, who played Doctor Who. And we were actually contacted by Fan Expo and asked if we wanted to interview him over the phone. He called us from England, and very nice man. Probably our most favorite and most popular podcast we've done to date.
You've connected with people who have similar interests from across the world, I imagine.
Correct.
And what does this community, what are some of the common threads, I guess, in this community?
Oh, geez, the geek community is great. We all have the same interests. We all love hanging around together. We all love going to these shows. A bunch of us have just become like family over the years.
And dressing up as we see.
And dressing up, yeah.
Sara, there will be a lot of cosplay people at the Club Heidelberg event.
We are going to have professional cosplayers that are going to have tables there, and we are encouraging people to come to this cosplaying. We always love to see people come in costume of their favorite movie characters, video game characters, et cetera, et cetera. And so we're strongly encouraging them. I've had friends ask, can we dress up? Absolutely. That's part of the fun.
Will we be able to buy some costumes while we're there?
I'm not sure. Depends on which vendors. I can't remember a lot of them off the top of my head, but we are going to have like a lot of craft vendors, artists. We have some wonderful artists that will be there selling their work. And we are just thrilled to have people want to come and dress up and cosplay. And I'm excited for this. Yeah.
Jay, half of the proceeds are going to a charity. Can you explain that charity?
Yes, the charity is called Jace Wars, and they're a Star Wars-based charity run by my good friend Aaron Russell, who I met doing the podcast. And the proceeds for that, his son Jace was diagnosed with a brain tumor back when he was a baby, and they had to go to the McMaster Hospital a lot and stay at the Ronald McDonald House. And he's been running his own charity probably for the last 10, 11 years. And they had annual events every year that we would go out and help out at. And we thought this year that we'd love to give back to him. And we decided we would give half the proceeds from our door to him. And then we're going to have a raffle as well. And the proceeds from that will be going to them as well. And we love them to death.
And Sara, Jace is now through his treatments for the brain tumor?
Yes.
So these funds will go to other families?
Yes. Some of the funds will go to Ronald McDonald House itself to help families who are staying there. And some of them can go to McMaster Children's Hospital. Sometimes what Aaron would do was give the proceeds from his events to actual families whose child or children are going through something similar to what Jace did. So there's a number of avenues that this money could be put towards to help a lot of people. So it's something that's really dear to us, and like Jason said, we love this family to death. They're wonderful people. So,
Jay, where does this fit in? We know that we have a Hamilton Comic Con, Niagara Falls Comic Con, Frightmare in the Falls. Where does the Garden City Comic Con fit in?
We're trying to keep it, do our own thing and have it in December so it doesn't conflict with the other great events in the area. And there's definitely room for everybody to have their own shows. And we just want to bring some fun to the Garden City area and show everyone what we're made of.
Sara, how can one get tickets for the Garden City Comic Con?
What you're going to do is come straight to the Heidelberg and pay $4 at the door, and that will be your admission.
December 3rd is the date. Sara, Jason, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.